So guys, welcome to Let Me Tell You Maina. Today, a really important lesson for you because we've got none other than Khalif Kairo. What's the real story?
Mambo. Niko fiti.
Uko wapi? Naona pale. Are you in a restaurant?
Yep.
Oh, very good. How are you doing? Karibu sana.
Asante.
It's been a while, bro. Uko freshi?
Yeah, it feels like years.
Hii mitandao ya Kenya is crazy.
Mad people.
Yeah. You know, you're a very young person, eh?
Yeah.
And it's been a crazy ride. What's it been like for you? Put it into your words.
It's a journey of self-discovery. And you get to learn a lot of new things. And I think it's part of the, when you're transitioning into something bigger.
The learning
God
process.
God has to take you through some very tough lessons. There's no other way. Yeah.
There's no other way. Here's the crazy thing about you.
Yeah.
There are very, very influential people who still believe in you. Do you know that?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't be so sure because I don't know them, but I mean, it's humbling when you think about it. After everything we've been through, and people still see the vision and what we can achieve. I mean, it's humbling.
Okay, I don't want to take you back into the details, but you watched the Clemo interview, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
What did you make of it? In one sentence, 2 sentences, max.
Malicious. When the whole objective was to, these are people who've been fighting from the shadows, and him going to do an interview was just I think it was their last card because they paid the bloggers, they'd done everything. They were just fighting me from the shadows, and by doing that interview, they just wanted to try and make it the final nail in the coffin. Because I last saw that guy 2 years ago. So the fact that you're doing a podcast 2 years down the line when our company is on the decline, mambo yote imeenda south, I mean, anybody can clearly tell that it was something that was well orchestrated to paint me in bad light and to make me lose my reputation.
Okay, let's talk about the business. You're back in the car business.
Yes.
Is it a good time to be in the car business right now?
Generally speaking, the economy is not doing well, but people will still have to buy cars. So I wouldn't say, people still need to move, but it's not as good as it was 2 years ago. So the strategy right now is to find products that, that work with this economy. You understand? Yeah. So we just have to adjust and, and just give the market what the market wants. If people cannot buy high-end cars, if it means we sell motorbikes, then we are going to do that. So you just have to keep adapting.
Yeah, you gotta adapt or we die, Sindio.
Precisely.
So in the last, say, 2-3 months, what's your biggest lesson?
I think the biggest lesson I've learned is that sometimes, you just have to sit back and let God do his thing. Because as human beings, we tend to plan a lot of stuff. And we tend to have our own version of how things will play out. But sometimes even in the midst of very bad things, God still uses those bad things to take you to wherever he wants to take you. Like with all these legal issues I've been having, funny thing, very big doors have opened. That's the craziest part. There are people that I've never met and they reached out when they saw all these issues and when they saw all these problems are coming out. And so I've realized that you just have to take everything in stride. Provided your heart is clean, you're not doing anything illegal. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. And at times it's part of God's plan. Let me just move my car. You may block me to a parking.
Okay, umeblock mtu. Ebu ingia gari na usika ndio hiyo. Boss. Hiyo ni sunroof. Bossi.
Hiyo ni sunroof.
Khalif Kairo is always Khalif Kairo. So, let me ask you about your girlfriend. Everyone says she left you in your time of need. What's the real story?
No, not really. We just broke up. I'm very bad at relationships. That's one thing I keep.
Where are you bad at relationships, Khalif?
Because of the song. Well, midnight by 6:37, you up. So
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a toll on any relationship, and women love attention. So
yeah,
the
if you don't give it to them, then there's a problem.
Yeah. So we didn't break up because of these issues. In fact, Maria was there for me. In fact, I am the one who told her not to come to court. But we didn't break up because we were having all these issues. We broke up because, from my end, I don't think I'm really cut out for relationships. Not at the moment. I think once I achieve the sort of objectives that God wants me to achieve, then maybe I'll be in a better mind space to go into a relationship. But at the moment, it's very dicey.
Okay. You're regular in your child's life because I know you've got a young child.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit tricky at the moment.
You're really bad at relationships.
No. Honestly, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm very bad, and women are very complicated. On one end, I'm a very logical son. 1 + 1 is 2. But with women, 1 + 1 can be 11 or 5, depending on the mood.
That's true. That is so true.
Yeah. So, I mean, I struggle a lot with women, to be very honest. I'm very poor. In fact, last year was my first time dating in, like, I think 3 years. For the longest time, I wasn't dating. Yeah. And yeah, so I've just decided, you know what, I'm just going to take a break from relationships and just focus on, selling cars. The other company, the aircraft company. Yeah.
Your story inspires me a lot because, first of all, you did things that no one ventured into. When you decided to start flying, I really used to follow you. As you went through your lessons and used to go and fly alone. It was an entire story. I hope you're not stopping that.
No, in fact, from after this meeting, I'm going to Wilson. I'm still flying.
What's the future of the airline company?
No, the future is looking bright. So we are actively seeking out investors. We have a business plan laid out, and we want to work on building a fleet. So maybe you can talk to a few good people.
I certainly can, because I think there's a really big market in what you're doing, and that's what I love about you. The boldness with which you go about life is. My mom gave me a message to give you.
Yes.
My mom told me, please tell Khalif, and I didn't even know she follows you on social media.
Wow.
My mom's on social media. So she told me, please tell Khalif, it's a good thing everything happened now.
Yes.
And not when he's 55 or heading to 60, because then that would have been too much. So she told you it's good it happened now. You learn the lessons, you pick up the jewels of wisdom, and you grow with them and from them.
Yes.
And I told my mom, this guy really inspires me. She's like, how? I said, you do not know. I never imagined doing what you've done at your age.
Yeah.
I never imagined it because it was crazy.
I normally just give credit to God. Some of these things that we do, I mean, it's some are even beyond us. Mungu anapeanga mtu that ability to push, to overcome some of these things. Because some of these battles are very heavy. But the days that you feel like you want to give up, but the next morning you pray, and just God gives you more energy to keep pushing. Yeah.
So the dream stays alive. Khalif Kairo stays alive.
Yes, precisely.
Are you gonna fly me one day?
Definitely. Very soon. Maybe even in a few weeks.
By the way, and I believe what you're doing with the airline, to me, it's the future. I think the cars is a good business. You're getting guys moving and everything. I think the airline is, because there's a huge market of people who don't like going commercial, and they can really afford to do those services,
Yes. If you package it well, if you have reasonable prices, and you have good aircraft, the market is there. From my own research, there's a huge market. Because, I look around and I see a lot of celebrities flying commercial, and I'm very sure that most don't like flying commercial. Because if you go to countries like Nigeria, so many guys fly private jets. In Kenya, there's that sort of money, but people don't have an idea.
Because they don't know it's there, and no one's offering it.
Yeah. And Kenya has so many airports. Almost all major towns in Kenya have an airport. Nyeri has a tarmac airport. Tale has an airport. Kakamega has an airport. Kisumu, Migori, all these places are tarmac airports.
Naivasha.
But But these guys are getting only, let's say, traffic of like 1 plane per week or 2 planes per week. So, there are certain holes that scheduled airlines cannot fill. And the only people who would be able to fill those sort of gaps are guys who will do what we call now the charter business, where maybe we come up with an app, you say where you want to go, we link you up with a plane, we take you, we offer ground transportation, just a whole A to Z that caters for anything. Yeah.
I absolutely believe in you, no doubt about that. So, quick question, is Khalif Kairo dating right now?
No. But in fact, I don't think I'm going to be.
Are you searching?
No, not really. I'm not searching. I think right now, after everything that I've been through, I have a very high drive to even push it, and I keep praying to God to give me more strength, wisdom, and I honestly don't think I'm ready for any relationship, because sometimes relationships can be distractions. True. Dealing with women is hard. Yeah, so I'd rather deal with angry clients than a moody girlfriend.
Listen, I wish you all the best of luck in the world. Please make some time, come to the radio show. Let's chat a little bit more, because there's a lot of pearls of wisdom you can give a lot of young people.
Asante, yeah.
But Khalif, from the bottom of my heart, I'm behind you 100%, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Asante.
And where the opportunities, trust me, shall give you a call, okay?
Asante. And
thank you so much.
And
love you too. Have a nice weekend, bro. Cheers.
Asante. Nice weekend too.
So that's Khalif Kairo for you. So what have you learned from him? I'm sure there are lessons and pearls of wisdom you can take from that. Next time, it's going to be big and it's going to be better. Only here on Let Me Tell You Maina.